Jim Holley, supercrosslive.com. Well, Justin Brayton, it's almost been about a week since you got your first Premier Class win in that 450 Supercross. Obviously, by now it's sunk in.
Man, it's still unreal, to be quite honest. It's just a long time coming. You know, it took a long time to get, but man, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's so awesome to get it now with having a family, and I just appreciate it so much more. Taking 130 tries to get it. I've been close a lot of times, but never could quite seal the deal. And in the way I was, you know, able to close it off the last few laps, I'm really proud of that. And yeah, man, just an amazing feeling for sure.
I talked to Tony Berluti, your mechanic, and I asked him, what were you putting on the signboard? He says, I really don't put the guys' names. I just put the lap times. And something that I noticed when I was watching the Fox broadcast is you were able to bring it down into the 113s.
Yeah, you know, I was kind of watching who was coming. Once I got Christian stayed in second for a while. I was pulling a little bit. And then once it was later in the race, Cooper got into second. He started making up some time on me. And then I knew, all right, I need to drop it back down. And so I kind of kept him at bay or matched his lap times. And then once Eli got into second, I had no idea where he came from. Obviously now watching the race, and now I know, but I was like, crap, how did he get into second? And he's going to be coming. And then I actually made a mistake in one of the rhythm lanes, and he caught me a lot one lap. And then Berluti was still putting, you know, times on the pit board, and he had +7 at one point. And I was like, all right, here we go. I need to close out this deal. In the last 5 or 6 laps, I was able to drop in the low 114s, and then with a couple laps to go, able to match Eli in the 113. So that was tough to do, but in the moment, I was all in. I knew I wanted to get my first one, and especially at Daytona, it was incredible.
Something else I got to ask you about here in St. Louis. This is the next round. You can't buy confidence, and obviously you got confidence. I've seen it all year, and I go back to Glendale when you had the fastest heat race. You won that heat there. Atlanta, I saw you won one of the main events in the Triple Crown. You have a lot of confidence now coming in to St. Louis. And you've had a podium here before.
Yeah, absolutely. This was my first podium of 2012, and then I really started to get on a roll. And this is what is considered my home race, so I get excited coming to this one each and every year. And you know, looking at the schedule, a few weeks ago, I was like, all right, let's just get through Daytona, get a top 5 there, and then let's get rolling at St. Louis. So, but I'll take it a week early. But like you said, confidence, there's just no way you can buy it. I've had it all year with the way the team and the bike are working together, and just it's amazing when I get on my bike and I feel just so comfortable right away, and able to throw down right away in practice. And as you know, as a rider, there's no replacing that. So looking forward to St. Louis. I think it's the best dirt of the year. Got a lot of friends and family here, so man, I'd love to make it back-to-back wins.
Something else, I know you got the history books, you know, 131, you finally get your win. You're the oldest rider now, but Ben Bridges sent me a little stat, and I showed it to you earlier today before you started riding press day. And there's only 10 riders in the history of Supercross that have won the following weekend. 1977, it started with Jimmy Ellis. The last guy to do it, 2010, Ryan Dungey. Can Justin Brayton do it in 2018?
Honestly, I don't know why I can't. You know, it's a feeling that I've never felt. You know, you can always say, yeah, I can win, but until you do, you never quite know. And for me to get it at this time in my career, arguably I'm riding better than I ever have, even before the win. I'd love to start racking off some. And there's some crazy stats with the 10th round of the year, me winning and me number 10, and there's so many 10s going on, and then you showed me those stats with only 10 guys doing it, and last time it happened with 2010. It's just some crazy stuff. So I'm going to try my best, that's for sure, but the pressure's off. You know, the pressure's off. If I come here and I get a third, awesome. If I win, that's great too. But me getting that win was a lot of weight off my shoulders.